All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to night number 2 of the Eric and Joe Show. And this time we are live from downtown Elizabethtown at the Historic State Theater. I am Greg Milby, and red carpet hosted. How about this?
Oh.
Megan Bennett.
Fancy.
Proper spelling, by the way, too.
It is spelled right. That's
Look
not
at
how
that.
Joe spells it, but.
Well, I figured I would throw that in there. But night 2 of the Eric and Joe Show. If you came on Friday night, don't be telling anybody any secrets.
It was really good, though.
Did you get a chance to see it?
I did. It was really good. I
Yeah.
laughed really hard.
So I ended up spending most of my time cleaning up our mess out here, and I didn't make it in last night. I'm hoping to make it in
Yes.
tonight. If not, tomorrow night will be my deal.
Yep. Tonight starts at 7, and then tomorrow at 5.
5
Is that
o'clock
right?
tomorrow?
Yeah.
9th annual Eric and Joe Show. There's Brian Walker. Brian, do you want to come in and join us? We'll let Brian come in and join us. Brian Walker from Quixie 98.3, one of the media partners here tonight. Brian, there's your camera right there. Don't cheat and look at the monitor. I know you're not used to seeing yourself. You only hear yourself here. So I'll turn your
He's got a great
microphone up
radio
there.
face.
So first of all, your son Keegan
Yes.
in the band.
Yes. He's a percussionist. He's in the band. And he came home and said, do we have a lot of rock concert-like T-shirts? So he dug through and actually found some of his and some of mine. And so last night he wore a White Lion T-shirt from 1988
That's awesome.
when I saw them. And it fit him, but it does not fit me.
Yeah, I will tell you, yesterday when we were setting up for the red carpet show, saw Keegan, I don't know where he parked or whatever, but he came in like at the NFL when they do the walk-in. Well beforehand, they take the pictures of them coming in. They're all fashioned out. Keegan had his sunglasses on. I'm thinking next year we need to do a walk-in from all the cast coming in early with their bags.
Each
But
of the band members and all that.
Slow-mo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he was decked out. So how many years you been coming to the Eric and Joe Show?
I missed the first, I want to say 3.
You're welcome. Congratulations.
And I had heard of it. I knew what it was. I go to church with some of these folks. And then finally, I guess it was when I went to work at Quixie, somebody goes, hey, you should go to the show. We've got tickets. So we came and then been loving it ever since. I mean, it's something we don't want to miss.
Now you, along with myself and a lot of other folks, Megan too, we make fun of Eric and Joe and talk about how this is
we talk
the
terrible
dumbest
about
show
them.
ever. But
Yes.
it really, truly is a great, clean night of family fun and comedy.
It's a very good time.
And raising money for local charities too. So why is it so important for Quixie and the Wolf to be media partners of something like this?
I mean, the money that they raise for charity, it's been thousands of dollars. And, there's very few things you can take your whole family to. There's very few events that are truly family friendly, that are actually fun. And, there is a religious component to it. Some of these sketches really are Bible based and have some faith facts in them that, I get behind personally, and I know that the folks at the station do too. So there's a lot of reasons why it matters.
Yeah. By the way, if you're watching at home in your Snuggie or whatever, you can comment on the Facebook post, and we'll be able to see your comments and share some of those too.
You can
Maybe
say
share,
terrible things about us.
Maybe
Share
share
your
some of your
Snuggie?
favorite Eric and Joe character bits.
Yes.
Okay, so I got to tell you, I saw Joe just out in the wild,
In the wild.
about a week ago, and I said, hey, is there going to be a sketch this year? Don't tell me anything about the show. I don't want specifics, but is there going to be a sketch with a casket? Is there going to be like a funeral sketch? And he said, no. And I said, well, and then I got real disappointed. He goes, but the show's really good.
I will tell you,
So that was your favorite last year was the funerals skit?
Well, and then when they did the movie, when the world got weird, there was one of those in the movie, and my kids and I were in that sketch. And so that was kind of cool. So I kind of feel especially attached to the funeral sketches now.
Yeah, I do remember one day going by the office, and there was a Joe's Sport Track had a casket in the back. It's
Yeah.
pretty odd to see
Yeah.
driving through town that way.
Honestly, you never
How many of
know
your
what-
friends have their own
Right.
casket?
How many of your friends have their own costume closet?
Yeah, there are so many. That could be a shirt for next year. How many of your friends?
And then it's just stuff about Joe and Eric.
And Eric, yeah.
How
And-
many of your friends have a cop car that's been used as a stunt car?
How many of your friends buy your mom and dad's old car that's all beat up just so they could wreck it? That's how my parents' black Taurus went. But the Eric and Joe Show, it's been a great thing. And I tell you, you talk about not knowing what's coming up as far as the skits go. We're in the office.
Yeah.
And don't know.
Yeah.
Joe,
You work
holds
with these
that-
guys, and you really don't know what's
They
going
hold
on.
it
He keeps it
close
locked
hold
down.
for that.
Well, they've
So-
sent me clips like for the last month and had me voice pieces of audio and send it back. And one of them is introducing a sketch that I don't know anything about. And my son's in the band, and I don't know any of the songs that are being played because I said, please don't tell me
You
anything.
just want it all to be a surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for doing that, by
I
the
saw
way.
it last night. It's
Because
a
if,
great show.
If you don't.
If I don't, then you have
exactly,
to do it.
so I appreciate that.
And being in the office, it's real easy to just abuse that and
Yeah.
have because all of us are doing it for free. So
Exactly. We say we are the low friends on the totem pole because everybody else has jobs, whether they're in the VIP area passing out gift bags,
Right.
doing popcorn, they're selling T-shirts, they're working backstage, they're in the band. What are we doing?
We're out here in the cold.
Out here in the cold. Night
okay,
two.
well, I have VIP tickets,
Uh-huh.
but I bought them.
Yeah.
I didn't get for
Yeah.
that. I love the show so much. I paid to come to the show, and I'm actually a little piece of the show. So
There you
Yeah.
go.
So,
There you go.
well, you could be like me. The only way I get to see it for free is to sit in the back in the sound booth and record the audio for them. So that's what we do. All right, Brian, we'll let you get in the
Thank you
VIP
so much.
area. Thank you,
Good
guys.
to see you both.
Good to see
Quixie
you. Enjoy the
98.3
VIP
and
room.
94.3 The Wolf. They're corporate partners of the Eric and Joe Show. We appreciate them being on board for that there. Again, night two, live from the historic State Theater. And look at this. We are like fancy
We
now.
are. We are
I'm
legit.
telling you. Yeah, it is the...
Yeah, we are
Yeah,
live.
we are live tonight.
From the red carpet.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, Kenny Rambo, you want to come in and join us? Come on. Kenneth Rambo, ladies and gentlemen. He is with Heartland Communications and also with Give 270, which is the nonprofit arm of the Eric and Joe Show.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about.
Oh, I don't
go.
think I'm on.
There
All
you
right, there
go.
we go.
There we
One
go.
of our signature fundraising events.
So talk about why it was so important for Give 270 to partner with the Eric and Joe Show to make a difference in our community.
Well, we're fortunate enough to work with Eric and Joe on a number of fronts, so it just made good sense. They were out there doing good things for the community, finding ways to give back, being creative, and we thought, man, this is a great event. Every year, people enjoy it. They look forward to it. Many people have made it a family tradition. We're like, it just fits greatly into the mission of Give 270, which is to create cool things to do while taking care of the community.
Hey, what do you think about next year in 2023? It is the Eric and Joe before the 4th of July show. Because it would be a lot warmer at this point. Megan and I would be a lot warmer.
Yeah, we would enjoy
I
that.
think we can throw that into the after action review. You guys,
If you can do that.
You guys have got a strong reason to want that, right?
All right, yeah. All right, well, let's get back to the red carpet. I know your family's over there.
All
You
right,
guys
man.
are having a family night. Enjoy the show.
You guys have a good time.
Thanks.
All right, Kenny Rambo with Give 270 and Heartland Communications, big part. And I tell you, it really, truly is a big part of the company itself, of Heartland. Casey McQuarrie, who does so much of the behind-the-scenes stuff and planning and sponsorships, without somebody like that, and without a company like Heartland and Give 270, I don't think you could pull off this thing.
Well, yeah, we talked about how this is the 9th year, and it's really grown a lot, and the professionalism has just really increased since year one.
It's weird
and
you
that's
say
because
Eric and Joe and professionalism
well,
in the
but
same sentence.
only because we're talking about Casey.
Yeah.
Casey's input brought the professionalism.
Speaking of professionalism, the Eric and Joe Show Take a Holiday presented by Magnolia Bank. And again, we do want to thank Magnolia Bank for being a presenting sponsor of the event, because without sponsors like the Magnolia Bank, this thing doesn't happen.
That's right.
It used
That's
to be
right.
the Bank of Magnolias we
It
learned
did.
last night.
We heard that.
So it's good
But
stuff.
they've been around for 100 years.
Yeah. And if you missed it last night, if you didn't watch our host show, we'll give you trivia questions again tonight, because they didn't give us a second round of trivia. So if you want to have fun, watch it tomorrow night and bet your kids, because you'll know the answer to it.
Yeah.
So trivia question, Eric. Electric Christmas. Oh, Eric, that's in my brain. Electric Christmas
that's
trees
scary.
were first used in what year? 1925, 1895, 1700, and 1750. If you get this wrong, then you got to give up your jacket. Okay. All right. So
Okay.
we'll get an answer here for that in just a couple of
I think
minutes.
I might know what it is.
Another sponsor tonight to mention, Studio 111, Studio111KY.com. Talked about it last
Yes.
night. They're part of the choreography of the
yes,
show.
So Studio 111 does the choreography for the dance numbers for the show, and just really good job. But she also does dance lessons here in town, all different types of dance, and just a really great studio.
Yeah, we got folks behind us over here on the red carpets. So, when you come to the show,
Yeah.
you got to get a picture on the
Come
red
get your
carpet.
picture on the red carpet. They'll be posted on
Yeah.
Facebook. And then, like we said, which I think it'll be in here later, but if you do, hashtag the Eric and Joe Show so we can see your pictures with your family selfies.
Yeah, if you are the one or two people watching this live, please, you can comment too. We're able to see your comments here
Yes.
live on Facebook tonight as well. But red carpet located in between the VIP area and the other area. It's a little windier
It's,
tonight
yeah, it's
than it
the
was
wind.
last night.
The wind is the problem. I think temperature-wise, it might be better, but it's the wind. But it's okay. We'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll make it through it. That's for sure. All right, so again, back to some sponsors we want to mention. We mentioned Magnolia Bank. I can't even get my paper together. My hands are freezing again. I didn't get my tech
You didn't
gloves
bring your
again
tech
tonight.
gloves. Oh.
But Give 270, big thanks to them. Also, Elizabethtown Tourism.
Yes.
Good to have their money and their sponsorship and their support, more importantly.
Yes.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, Lindsay Keith Lickna. Sunrise Farms Construction, Stanley Steamer. I don't think Duke's here tonight. He was here last
He
night.
was here last night, yeah.
So-
Several of our sponsors were here last night.
Gray Construction, Gabhart Family Dentistry, Deuster's, which supports them very well with the Eric and Joe ice cream.
Yes, the Christmas tree cake ice cream. It's
Yeah.
really good.
Gerald Printing, Able Media. We had a chance to talk to Ashley Abel last night. She was flying. I don't think she's flying the drone
No,
tonight.
I hope not. It might be too windy for that.
The Lyrics and Laughs podcast, which is if you didn't watch last night, which most of you did not, we know. The
The
Lyrics
two
and
of you
Laughs
that watch.
the Lyrics and Laughs podcast, a podcast created with Kenny Rambo in mind. He's a big rap guy, loves listening to rap in the office, and Eric and Joe and myself tried to convince him to listen to country. Reading him great classic country songs like Reba's Fancy
Oh, yeah.
as poetry.
yeah.
yeah, that's a
Here's
lot
your
of-
one chance.
A lot of learning to do with that one. But so we've created that podcast, 100 episodes in now, and the whole goal is to convince Kenny to like country music.
Yeah.
And after 100 episodes, spoiler alert, he still says no.
Still says no. Well,
So.
there's still time. Keep trying.
And then I don't see I do see our highlighter over here too.
There's our highlighter.
Our highlighter, Ginger Snap Media. Andrew Johnson, he's all decked out in his gear tonight.
Fluorescent.
Yeah. And then when you come to the red carpet, Sarah's over there. Jessica's over there tonight. It's good. They're freezing. They're off the camera. But I'm just happy we get to be live tonight
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
Facebook.
I hope people tune in.
Yeah. Well, based on look at here.
Do we have somebody?
Missing the show. We are in Florida. Vicky
Oh.
Knight, that is the meanest thing I think anybody has said in the last 2 days.
You're missing the show, and you're in Florida.
Right.
Sorry for you.
Yeah. Wonder how cold is it in Florida. Guarantee it's not as cold as it is here in Kentucky.
Well, at least we're not in Buffalo.
All right, we have cast members here
Oh,
too.
cast
we
members.
got to talk
The-
about Buffalo. Come on
The
in.
Derek Hensley.
Derek Hensley is with us, part of the cast of the Eric and Joe show. And Eric. This is three
I know,
times I've said
I
Eric.
know.
It's like I've got a
He's
crush on
got-
him now or
That's
something
scary
like
how
It's
much you've got.
that. Yeah. Derek Hensley, one of my favorite cast members, because you're not Eric or you're not Joe.
That's a good point. That's a
So
good
how many years you been a part of the cast? Every year?
Yeah, unfortunately, 9 years.
So why do you keep coming back?
You gotta feel sorry for Eric and Joe, right? At this point,
Yeah.
I mean, who else is gonna do it? So,
Yeah. Well, that's what Doug said. He said it started with pity, and now he's just
So
stuck.
we're all on the same page.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
you go.
Favorite character through the 9 years, whether it's one that you're
No, it's not
you
one
play.
that I've done. I
Favorite
mean,
one.
it's got to be Troy T. Woods, man.
Yeah,
it's
that's
the
my
best.
favorite. Oh, and
It's
his sketch this year.
yeah, and if you
so
forget a
good.
line during that sketch, Joe is just gonna hang you out to dry. And
It
not
was
help you.
beautiful. It
Yeah.
was beautiful.
How
Some
often
people would
does
say
that
that.
happen night to night? I mean, you can spill the beans because we won't know. How often is there some kind of improv
Probably
that happens?
looking at 3 to 5 lines missed a night. Last night was pretty clean, other than Troy T. Woods. I forgot that one, and I'll call Eric out. He forgot a line too, but Joe kind of recovered him a little quicker than he did me. So not a big fan of that.
Anybody that knows Eric Clemens knows that there are multiple lines forgotten normally.
Now, are we talking lines or are we talking dance moves? Because Eric, you can kind of see the smoke coming out of those ears during the dance move.
Yeah. What I love about Eric Clemens is he gives me a hard time for being 48 years old.
Oh, Eric's old though.
But he is the oldest,
I know.
40, 30,
got bad knees.
Whatever. He is like 70.
Yeah. He's a middle-aged man, but he looks like an old man and he moves like an old man. So
Go.
Poor
So
Eric.
if you had an opportunity to create a character, do you have a character in mind? Does Joe ever take
Joe does not listen to us on anything. We offer so many suggestions.
Well, he actually told us last night that
Oh.
that you have credit for several of the
we all
lines
have
this
freedom
year.
to ad lib our lines as we're practicing and rehearsing. We have that. but he does a good baseline of getting us, on track and where we need to go there. So, I mean, there's no way anybody like us could come up with what he does. It's so
yeah.
extensive.
It
and elaborate.
really, truly is a talent that he
Yeah.
has, and it's a blessing that we have in this community because we
Yeah.
have an opportunity, and it's a blessing that we have people like you that will continue to come back each and every year because you are as important part of the show as Eric and Joe because you're there every year, and people
Yeah.
have come accustomed to you being there.
For sure, yeah. No, it's good, and I mean, this is one of my, favorite things to do, and I give them a lot of crap. But Eric and Joe, they're some of my best friends, so
Yeah.
we have fun, and that's all it's all about. Bringing a little Christmas joy a little early to the E-Town.
Hey, when you're suggesting things in the after action review, we brought it up earlier. If you could suggest the Eric and Joe before 4th of July show, it would be great.
Oh.
It would be a lot
For the
warmer
red
for
carpet.
us.
Yeah,
Just saying.
that would be good to be outside doing interviews. I mean, because what
Yeah.
I've heard is you're all out here for 50 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
you know how hard it is to fill 50 minutes when you're given a flyer of like 3 pages?
I mean,
Yeah.
your show is about as long as our show this year. So, I mean, the real entertainment
great.
happens before the show.
Yeah, and we probably ad-lib less than you guys
There
do.
you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, Derek, well, thank you so much for coming
Thanks,
out, man.
Derek.
I know you've got some
Oh,
stuff.
we
and I know
got
we got
some-
some more
Lucy,
cast
Sid.
members.
Come here. Come on in.
It's all you all.
All right, more cast members coming in. Eric and Joe show Saturday night.
We'll share the microphone.
I guess we could say we're Saturday Night Live.
Yeah. Well,
All right,
we are.
tell everybody who you are.
I'm Lucy and I'm Sydney.
All right, so both of you are in the show.
Yes.
All right, so don't give anything away, but I know, Sydney, go ahead and say, why are you in the show?
Because my dad's Joe.
Because your dad's Joe. Does your dad make you do this?
No.
So is this something that you wanted to do ever since you were old enough to remember it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Will you do it forever? You think so? Maybe.
As long as he'll let you.
So what's your favorite character? Tell me your favorite character in the show. I mean, not just this year, but all the years you've been here. Who's your favorite? Don't pick one that's Eric.
DJ Tanner.
DJ Tanner. There you go.
He's a good one.
There you
Yeah.
go. Now, who's your favorite character?
I like Troy T. Woods.
Yes.
Troy T.
That's
Woods.
my favorite.
That seems to be
Yeah,
what everybody's
he's a
going
good
with.
one.
I'm a Tink guy too. I'm not a Tink guy. No, I'm actually an Eric guy.
Yeah,
Tannenbaum.
Tannenbaum.
I like
Mhm.
Tannenbaum for some odd reason. So, what are your roles tonight? What are you guys playing?
I am doing a rap
You're doing a rap.
She's rapping. It's
Yeah.
pretty amazing.
Okay.
to the distance.
Okay. Good stuff. Sydney, what's your role tonight?
I have two.
You have two.
Mhm.
Okay. You excited about them again? Night two. Do you get nervous on stage? No. Okay. What about
It's just,
you? You
it's
get
just
nervous?
in your blood to be on
Getting
stage. isn't it?
nervous. I don't get nervous until I'm actually on the stage, because in the middle of the song. So like I'll be like and just like not get nervous until I'm in the middle of the song and I finally get like a glimpse of everybody out there,
Mhm.
and then I'm scared.
Okay.
Well,
Well-
you killed it last night, and I know that you're going to tonight and tomorrow as well. You were so good.
Looking
So
forward
good.
to
Both
it.
of you.
Hey, when you get nervous on the stage, just be thankful that you're not the only two people that have to stand out in the
Yeah,
cold and
in
do
the
a
cold.
show. Right?
That's us.
Remember, if you
That's-
guys
that's
mess up,
us.
you get in trouble backstage, next year, this is your show out here.
Sorry.
And
Sorry.
I'll be doing a rap in the show, okay?
Wow. Okay.
All right. Well, I'll let you guys get back in so you can warm up. Thanks for coming out. And I'll take your microphone from you. And best of luck, and we'll see you on the stage tonight, okay?
All right. Good luck, girls. Break a leg.
All right, Eric and Joe Show, the 9th annual Eric and Joe Show is going on tonight here at the Historic State Theater, downtown E-Town. VIP area, hot and heavy over here.
That's right.
Red carpet back here. Maybe we can catch some more people on the red carpet. There you go. So let's talk about the cast a little bit.
Okay.
We didn't do that last night.
Not much.
So because we were just scrounging trying
Yeah.
to figure out what we're going to
We're
do.
just making this up as we go.
So the band, we'll
Yes.
start with that.
Mhm, the
You
band.
want to talk about your favorite band member?
Yeah. Well, the drummer's real cute. Yeah, he's
Okay.
very talented.
Keegan Walker, yeah.
No, he's the percussionist. Also, he's like very young, so we don't need to
Yeah,
start
we
that
don't
room.
talk about that. He's of age, though. Chris Bennett, of course, is
Yes,
Megan's
my
husband. He is
husband.
the drummer in the band. Very talented drummer.
Yes.
And then
The
Rachel
whole band's
Bauer,
so
very
talented.
talented
Mhm.
singer.
Yes.
I mean,
her voice is amazing.
Does she do a slow song
Yes,
again this year? Okay.
she does. She has the one that
Yeah, last year
Gets you
it
in the
was
feels.
just jaw-dropping
Yeah,
good.
she's
So
incredible.
I'm looking forward to seeing that. Of course, Mark Malone,
Mark,
very
mhm.
talented singer, songwriter, musician,
He is very talented.
leader of the band. Brian Gawking.
Yep, he's on bass.
And then Alan Hendricks is he playing the keys?
No, he's on guitar. Jack Malone's on keys.
Okay. Jack Malone and Lucy Malone.
Yes, Lucy. Lucy has a
Mm-hmm.
singing role, and then we actually hear from Nicole Malone tonight in
really?
the show too this year.
Okay. And then, of course, Keegan Walker, as we
Yeah,
mentioned in
Keegan
there,
on
too.
percussion.
Cast of the show, Joe Bennett, Eric Clemens. We've mentioned them 8
Yep.
million times. Enough of
guys.
that. Andrea Bennett.
And yes, the
Who's
Saint.
the Saints? Most definitely. There should be quotations for that. She is a saint.
Saint Andrea Bennett.
Yeah, Doug Bratcher, one of my favorite characters and one of my favorite cast members.
Yeah.
Just make the joke of that. Kelly Clemens, Derek Hensley, who we just heard from a few minutes ago, Nicole Malone, Aaron Tinker, Yemi Taylor, Will Bennett, and Sydney Bennett. And I think we're going to get another visit tonight in night 2 live on Facebook tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Come out and see us. We have the Joe Bennett and his sidekick, Eric Clemens.
Oh my gosh, is that Mike and Megan Cable over
It
there?
is Mike and
Oh
Megan
my
Cable.
gosh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so we've got them on the split screen so people can see those folks as well. But they're on the red carpet tonight.
Megan won't leave the red carpet.
She loves the red carpet.
She is a pageant girl.
All right, so night 2 of the Eric and Joe show.
Yes.
So how do you feel after last night?
I felt really good. The soundboard crashing last night, not ideal,
Not ideal.
Right.
but it came back up. We were good. We were going to wing it. We were going to figure it out no matter what, right?
Yeah.
We're going to talk loud, yes. And luckily, it came back up pretty quickly.
So while you got the microphone there, how did your lines go last night?
Perfect.
You did, really?
Yes, actually, I don't know that I screwed one little thing up, but it was like it was like 2 lines or two words. Other than that, I did great. So it was a good thing I studied 15 minutes before the show. Up to 15 minutes before the show, actually.
We did just talk to Derek, and he said that Joe's a little more helpful with you when you forget your lines than he is with Derek.
Yeah. Joe did Derek 0 favors last night, and it was fantastic. And that's what I'm blaming it on,
Yeah.
because I was behind the curtain pointing. I guess he could see me, and I was just pointing at him, laughing, and then I messed up right after that. So
Oh yeah, that's a good skit.
now it's a lot colder tonight
It
than it
is.
was last
It's-
night.
You,
The
you
wind.
think?
Wind.
You think
The
so?
wind.
Yeah. You think?
Yeah.
Now I did tell Sydney when she was out here a few minutes ago, and who was her friend?
Lucy.
Lucy
Lucy Malone.
Lucy
Yep.
Malone. I did tell them that they mess up the show backstage, they got in trouble. Next year, this is them,
Out here
and
on
we're
the
back
red
there.
carpet. Yeah.
So,
Well,
And
they're
They
like
should be
in the
perfect
70s,
angels.
so
Yeah.
they'd be happy out here.
so let's bring that up again. We brought this up before for your after action. I don't want an answer now.
Okay.
I mean, I know you've got a show to do,
Yeah.
and I know the 2 days after the show you don't think about it, but
The 2 days.
next year, the Eric and Joe show before Thanksgiving. I mean, before 4th of July special. What do you think?
A summer show.
Summer,
Huh?
yes, great idea.
Okay. Okay.
Just-
It's better for you guys.
Better for
Exactly.
the red carpet.
Yeah.
There's no, I mean, if it's July and the sun's beating down.
That's true. We'd
because
probably
it's not
complain
gonna be
about
dark
that.
Right now if it's July.
Right, but
Just
we
gonna be
wouldn't need all
sweating.
these lights and everything.
We could put more layers on.
We
It's just
could.
burning up.
You know, if you brought cones so nobody got hit while doing the red carpet stuff.
And we brought a living cone.
We did,
Like
yeah.
a living walking cone is out
talking
there.
cone.
Andrew Johnson over there, but you couldn't find any like floor heaters or space
Yeah.
heaters for us out here.
I literally called you today and said, "Do you need anything?" And you said, "No, I'm good."
I thought that would be pretty obvious what we needed. So we left it at that.
Oh, man.
We got to go change. We're getting ready to do a picture out here, and we're all going to be freezing in
Yeah.
these outfits.
Yeah.
That's good.
So,
Doug was
all right.
telling
All right,
me.
ladies and
Paper
gentlemen,
thin.
Eric Clemens, Joe Bennett, the Eric and Joe Show, the 9th annual Eric and Joe Show. Take a holiday is getting ready to start here at 7 o'clock.
That's right.
If you're not coming out tonight, still got one more chance.
One more chance. Tickets at theericandjoeshow.com. You can get them there, and Sunday's show starts at 5 o'clock here at the State Theater.
Yeah, so a couple more opportunities. And again, as we were mentioning, the cast, Will Bennett, Sydney Bennett in there, and the crew itself.
Oh,
you know,
lots
and,
of people make this show possible.
and I'll tell you, a guy that I'm sure last night was just, well, he doesn't have much hair. He's probably losing his hair. But Ron Stillwell, who does the sound, never has had any soundboard issue whatsoever here.
And it just stopped.
It that's the kind of stuff that happens.
Yeah.
Last night we wanted to be live, and we just couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it, but here we are.
I'm
We're
not
live.
really sure how we're able to do that right now, but we are. But Ron Stillwell, who does the sound, does a great job, which is not easy
Yeah,
with all those microphones that's going on.
yeah. Different voices and tones and
That's something maybe we should do behind the scenes one night or next year, is just have a camera on Ron so you can see how everything moves.
It's impressive.
Following the script, knowing what's going on.
Yeah.
Adam Fuller back there running the
Doing the
slides, doing
lights.
some lights work back there. Ashley Abel, as we mentioned her earlier before. Danny Crittenden. Casey Drain. Got to have a guy like that to move set pieces.
He just picks up heavy stuff.
Casey, go be man. Move that there. And then you got Jack Daniel Taylor, Jared Waldack.
Jared Waldack.
Now, is Jared featured again this year?
He is.
Good.
He is. We get a little update on Jared's life.
Oh, really? That's good. That's always. And you can never leave him out because he is there anytime you need him, no matter what. Chris Yates.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that guy. He is just gets it done. Doesn't want any note. Doesn't want anybody paying any attention to him. But man, he just does it.
He
does
gets it
all.
done. Yeah. So actually, we were in the office. I showed up in the office the other day, and I walk in, and there's Yates in the floor.
I know. I'm convinced that Chris Yates has more hours in his day than I do.
Yeah, I don't know how he makes it
Because
work.
he does so many things.
Yeah. All right, so back to some of our sponsorship stuff. We want to mention the 2022 Eric and Joe Show shirt.
It's a nice shirt.
It is a nice shirt. That's what it says. It's a nice shirt. Kids and adult sizes available. I think Joe was, I think he was fashioning the kids version, right? He likes his a little tighter than Eric does. So, but it is a nice shirt. As they say, you can wear it at weddings, job interviews, funerals, and more.
Yeah.
When you
First
put that
dates.
in there.
I know. I like, what is the and
Yeah.
more?
So,
First dates.
first dates, okay.
Job interview.
Yeah, it's on there.
Oh, no, that's
yeah,
on
it's
there.
on there.
Dang it.
Yeah.
I don't know what the and
Surgery?
more is then.
I don't know. Church?
I don't
guess
think they
it's
let you keep your shirt on when you have surgery.
You can wear a nice shirt to church, right?
Yes,
That's good
absolutely. Church.
And then our favorite, as always, look at that cat.
Yep. And you get a little glimpse here of some of the characters. We've got Joe Bennett as the Groundhog Day. Puxatawny Phil? Is it
Puxatawny Phil?
Puxatawny? Okay,
Yeah.
I couldn't. So, yeah, that's his character this year.
And again, as you said, his costume closet is absolutely.
It really is.
It-
I mean,
it's beyond
he has
ridiculous.
an incredible collection of blazers, costumes, all of them. He's got them. 1895. I knew it.
There
I
you
knew
go.
it.
Electric Christmas lights were first used in what year? 1925, 1895, 1700, or 1750. They came out in 1895.
1895.
Little trivia. If you watched the show yesterday or last night, you already knew that answer. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Also, if you watched the show yesterday and you're watching today,
Thank you.
but why?
Right. Well, they just want to see. I think they want to watch us
know.
crash and burn.
Maybe, yeah, that's
it's,
what it is.
It's like the car wreck, you know? It's kind
You
of
just
passing
can't
by.
look away.
And we'll mention this too. Post a selfie with your family, your friends, or random seat neighbors and use hashtag Eric and Joe Show.
Yep.
I will tell you, if you post pictures of random seat neighbors, there's a better chance of you winning a prize than if you post your family and friends. It's
Yeah.
just,
I was actually looking through some of those with the hashtags last night. And because we've used that hashtag for years, there was pictures of people from 2017, 2016. Just really neat to see that people have been coming all these years.
it's a great time. It's a great show, and it really is a family tradition for a lot of folks.
Yep.
So if you haven't got your tickets yet, I know you still have 30 minutes. You have 30 minutes to get here.
Which means we get to stand here for
yeah,
30 more minutes.
That's it. Ginger Snap Media. You can follow him on YouTube at Ginger Snap Media and also on Instagram. And we couldn't do it without him.
No,
and
he does.
he's been a hoot already this year. Walking
know.
around in his dressed up as a highlighter.
Yeah.
So it's good stuff. All right, another trivia question for you. What is the name of the dog that belonged to the Grinch and how the Grinch stole Christmas?
Yes.
Is it Rudolph? Is it Max? Is it Toto? Or is it Cerberus?
Where did they get Cerberus? Is
I-
that? I
I-
mean,
I'm sure there's a backstory to that. And
I'm going to have to Google that one.
I'll have to find out what that backstory is on that. Also, big thank you to Sunrise Farms Construction for being a sponsor. Because, again, this is not a
Yeah.
cheap show to
oh,
do.
no. Yeah.
I don't know what the budget is, but I think that should probably be included
Yes.
next year to know.
I don't know if
I
we
mean,
wanna know.
lighting.
Lighting,
sound
costume,
work,
sound.
T-shirts, bags.
Yeah.
Just
The-
stuff in
the
the VIP
venue,
area,
yeah.
the venue itself. There's a lot. I mean, and I'm sure you're charging quite a bit for.
Wait, are you getting paid for this?
No, I can't even lie about that. I'm just hoping I get an extra day off from it. This is what I want. Tomorrow night, final show. I want Eric to show up in that costume right there.
Out here?
Out here. That's what I want. And he'll have that same face as he's got right now.
Yep.
So, do you know the backstory of Look at That Cat? Is that
Well, it's in the skit,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I don't really know the backstory.
there has to be a backstory.
There has
you
to
don't
be.
just go. You don't
I
just
love it
create
though.
that.
It's,
yeah.
it's become something like my family. We use it pretty regularly. I don't even know why.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
I don't know either. All right,
Max.
so name of the dog belonged to the Grinch, and how the Grinch stole Christmas.
It's Max. Yep.
Max.
I really would like to know what Cerberus. Where did that even come from? Did Joe just make that up? I mean, he really could have just made it up.
He really, really could have. All right, back to the red carpet. Folks coming out onto the red carpet. Let's see who we got over there. Oh, look at that. That's a dynamic family over there.
Mm-hmm. Got the risers from Amazing Glazing.
Yeah. Look at that. You are sweet.
We are.
We are freezing. Enjoy your heated
Well,
area
thanks
and
for
your
watching.
seats in there. All right, Don Reisner. All right, they Amazing Glazing Donuts. Always good people.
Good
They're here every year.
Yep. Oh yeah, big fans.
Big fans of the show. Tickets, by the way, still available. You can get them for $20 if you want to come in tonight. You can get them for $20
Yeah.
tomorrow.
I think it's 15 if you don't get the shirt. I think it's 20 with the shirt, isn't it?
Uh,
Or is it no at the door? They're $20. Okay.
I'm not sure.
I was looking at the
probably should
website.
do
Never
some
mind.
Research on that.
Uh-oh.
Are we getting the band? We're not getting the band. They're just gonna get photos.
I don't know. It looks like we're getting the band.
Yeah, we
They're
don't.
all
I mean, we
here.
don't have to have the
Look
band.
at the band.
Go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it. Look at that sexy
Look,
drummer.
Look at that
Oh my
cute
gosh.
drummer. Look at him.
I'm telling you. I'm like, get a room. Yeah, we should probably mention them again since they're standing out here. The Mark Malone Band.
Mark
is
Malone
here.
band. So talented.
Very
Incredible.
talented. The band is coming up here. I just want you to know, you're very talented. You are too. If you mess up this year, next year,
You have to stand out.
you're
here.
out here.
When I mess.
You're out here.
Oh, okay.
There you go. It is cold out here. It's over there. I got it over here. Yeah. Oh, it got actually hot, but you know. I should probably thank you. Here you go. Again, that's the Mark Malone band.
See?
Look at that good-looking
Look at
band
that drummer.
there. Look at that. Look at that drummer. It just feels odd saying that. Look at that drummer. How many
Dibs
years
on
you
the
guys been
drummer.
married?
15 and a half, 16 in May.
15 and a half.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just feel like we're like right at that halfway.
Oh, so you got to count that.
You got to count it.
Okay. Hey, but don't forget the Eric and Joe show. The band, I think that's such a unique thing with the Eric
Yeah,
and
the
Joe
live
show.
music. Yeah, it's just such good entertainment, the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, most people would pay just to see the band.
Here they are.
Yeah. Yeah. So the cast is going to be coming behind
They're
us over
coming
here.
out.
They're going to be taking a real quick photo. It's good stuff. Lots of action, lots of movement here tonight. You know, I am going to do that. I'm changing it up. I'm going back to my other hat now.
Look at that cast.
Yeah.
That is a good looking cast.
Look at that. They're all crowding in over here, getting their,
I hear those costumes are quite thin.
I would say so. Hey, I don't know if you guys realize, but we're doing a show here. I don't have time to go get Will.
The people are watching. The two people. I don't know.
I don't know. We can't see that. Hey, I'll read this comment off of Facebook for you. From Sunrise Farms Construction, thank you guys for enduring the cold. They're not even listening to
They're not
me.
even listening.
Yeah.
We're just peons over here.
Hey, Sunrise Farms Construction, thank you for being a sponsor,
Yes,
too.
thank you.
Yeah, so we're, I mean. how
Yeah,
many-
go
how
back
many-
in the warmth. Enjoy it.
How many other opportunities do you have to, do a red carpet show?
I know. Well, this is my first.
Right, it's
Yeah.
my first, too. Actually, no, it's not. I did a red carpet show at Fort Knox,
Oh, okay.
but it was a fake red carpet
Break
show.
a leg, guys.
Yeah. It's
Andrew broke an arm last year.
Andrew.
Yeah. You know.
Oh.
Ooh, that wind.
It's just such a
cuts
such a
through
sad
you.
thing to talk about.
It really is.
All right, maybe we should bring some more graphics on the screen. I think maybe tomorrow night, half-hour show. What do you think? Gerald Printing. They do print, apparel, and signs. They've done a lot of different stuff for the Eric and Joe Show. We appreciate them. Where did, man, I guess I was going to grab Tom Husted, but he went in. It's going to get him out there. There's the band. There's the bass.
That bass
Brian
player.
Gawking over there. We just look like we're nodding. Great Construction, a sponsor tonight, too. We appreciate them. It takes a bunch of them.
It does. It does, and we're super thankful for them.
Question: did you do any research for this?
I didn't. I did poll
didn't
my
either.
family if they were like curious as
Yeah.
to whether or not we should do figgy pudding this
Do
year.
you like figgy pudding? The answer: A, yes. B, no. That's the question for you. So we'd like to have you answer that. We'll get
Yeah.
back to that one here in a few minutes.
Yesterday we both said neither one of us have ever had figgy pudding, so we don't
Yeah.
know if it's something we should try.
You know, Doug could potentially be hired. You know, if you're a Notre Dame Irish fan,
Yeah.
if you're having
Yeah.
a football party or
Yeah.
basketball party, you could hire Doug.
Yep. He's really rocking that leprechaun
What's
costume.
going on? I'd like to know how Joe decides who gets what.
That's a great question.
Kentucky's Heartland, a sponsor too. I guess that's my payment right there.
Yeah. There you go. You get your plug.
I get paid. Kentucky'sHeartland.com. Actually, technology we're using for the red carpet tonight is the technology we use for that. Community stories, blah, 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 all of that good stuff. Kentucky'sHeartland.com.
Yep.
All right. And if you want to book the Eric and Joe Show, hello, Donna Walker. I didn't wave at you, Brian. We've already talked to you. I know. I was waving at Donna. Thank you. It is my Elmer Fudd hat. It is warm, though.
Yeah. It looks warm.
It is
Looks
really warm.
Yeah.
Book the Eric and Joe Show, theericandjoeshow.com. That photo, as you mentioned
Yep,
last night.
That's from D Now, which is a high school and middle school church retreat that we do every year. And they did that. They hosted that last year. But they've done all kinds of things. They've done work meetings, conferences, retreats, family gatherings, and they're just very entertaining. And they can custom tailor it to the event, too. They do a really great job.
I think the Water District one year, if I remember correct.
Yes.
I did sound for that, and some of the skits they did, I guess, were some originals.
Yes. Yep.
They were pretty funny. A couple of them were a little scary, but they were good. Boom Boss, Craft Pizza Tap House, and Subway, who's been feeding the crew,
They have,
cast
yep.
and crew.
I hear that was good.
I know. So did you even get anything out of the, hey, how are you guys doing? Good to see you guys. Look at that. You know what? Let's go back to the red carpet. Got folks back here enjoying the show, getting
Yep.
their pictures made.
Yep.
Katie, if you want to stand up so everybody can see you. Oh, you are standing up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That is embarrassing. I didn't know. I thought you were sitting down.
Oh, goodness. That was a good one.
Yeah,
You got
I'm
her.
going to hear about that in the office. That's good. Yeah. But, again, appreciate Boom Boss Pizza and Subway for feeding the crew.
Yes.
I didn't even get any of the charcuterie board last night in the VIP.
I grabbed a few olives
See?
that were left over.
So last night we finished up. You know, it takes a lot to pack all this up. And Casey McQuarrie was like, hey, don't forget to get you something to eat. I'm like, okay. And then I'm walking out here packing up, and I hear, let's pack up the charcuterie board. I'm thinking, all right, I guess I'll eat frozen pizza when I get home. There is our buddy Tink.
Easter Bunny.
And
Tink, I really feel like Tink probably gets the worst costumes. I mean,
Yeah.
the best worst. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to classify them because I love it.
And he
I
mentioned
love
last
seeing
night.
Tink as an Easter Bunny.
Yeah, I do too. I think if you're gonna have an Easter bunny, I think Tink's the one.
Tink's your guy.
Doug Bratcher,
No, not
No.
an Easter Bunny.
I don't
Yeah.
see that. No.
Yeah, Little Debbie. Tink's your guy.
Tink's your guy, and he does a good job of that. But he mentioned last night on our pre-show that it was a little
Yeah, not a fan.
not a fan
He's
of
not a fan
his
of that
costuming
costume.
that's
Yeah.
going on. But hey, there you go. There is that there. So look at that Easter bunny. All right, do you like figgy pudding? The
Yeah.
answer is no.
The answer is
Joe
no.
Bennett says if you like.
Yeah,
You're
if you're
gross.
gross. Yeah,
we should
but
Google
Greg
that.
and I both said we've never had it, so we're not sure. But we don't feel like we really are being compelled to try it based
Right.
on this.
Yeah, I'm okay with leaving it out. Quixie 98.3, talked to Brian Walker earlier, 94.3 The Wolf. Both have been media partners for years. Appreciate them doing that. And then the Eric and Joe Show Silly Pint Cups.
Yes. We said, with your fine china, bring those out for Thanksgiving. Buy a set.
Yeah.
Fancy.
I drank out of my blue one this morning.
Yeah. They're really good. They are good cups.
they are. Especially with kids. They
With
bounce.
kids, they
You've got
bounce,
Wooden
yep.
floors. All that.
And you can drink out of them. That's what it says.
Stanley Steamer is sponsor. Duke Purdue and crew. I saw his wife here last night, too. She didn't come out to the red carpet.
No, just
think
he
she
was just
stayed
coming
in.
out to check and see if it was clean.
Here's her buddy. I guess we're going with Mardi Gras with that,
Well,
right? Is that
no,
what
it's
said?
not. It's April Fools. Yes.
Even worse.
Yeah, we were wrong with the Mardi Gras guess.
Okay.
It's
April Fools.
Mhm.
Okay. Wouldn't
He's
have
a
guessed that one.
Court jester.
I would have went with Mardi Gras.
Mm-hmm.
And you can find Eric and Joe Show on all of the social channels, most of the social channels, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. We mentioned last night their MySpace page is down below.
It got cut
you
off.
missed
Yeah.
that there. There you go. Look at
Justin
that.
Timberlake is bringing MySpace back, I
There you
hear.
go.
We're-
Look at- That's it. As I said, he brings sexy back. He can bring MySpace back. You know what I want to bring back? Fanny pack.
Like the fanny pack?
Fanny pack.
I think the fanny pack is back.
I don't see not enough people for me to bring it back.
I think these days they're calling it a belt bag.
A belt bag.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, like Lululemon has one that's all the rage.
Yeah, but that's not a dude thing.
Well,
Right? I don't mean
don't know.
I don't. My guys, I mean, like, hey, dude, a nice shirt. Lululemon. That's not.
I mean, they sell men's stuff.
Really, do?
Yeah.
Okay. Belt bag.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it really just is a handy thing.
Right.
It's right there.
If we could figure it out, I would. If they can get that back, I would be all about myself a fanny pack or a belt bag because you can handle. You can.
Yeah.
We could
It's
pack
very
up a lot
handy.
of stuff in my. Okay. I don't think so. Fanny packs. Kaylee
okay.
says fanny packs are not bad.
We got from the Peanut Gallery over there.
I mean, she's a young one.
She is
She should
Gen
know
Z.
the fashion out there.
Well, but so like the belt bags, is that not the same thing?
Oh, they're not cool either.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. When
Now
a
she's
kid
just
throws in the
being
question,
mean.
you and my
I
mom.
know. She's just being mean.
Yeah.
Call me old.
Gabhart Family Dentistry, creating a lifetime of smiles, sponsor tonight. We appreciate them doing that as well. Look at that. There's the cast and crew of everybody coming in. Maybe we go back to the red carpet, let some people see it there. A lot of people getting their photos made on the red carpet tonight.
Make sure you do that if you come to the show. Get your picture taken. They'll be on Facebook.
Yeah. We should have, I think people would want to do it after the show. We should have Sarah stick around.
Oh, to stay out here the whole time. Sarah, we're going to have you stay out the whole time.
Yeah, we're thinking people
After
want
the show?
red carpet pictures after the show.
So you just stay out here.
No?
No, she doesn't like that
Okay.
idea.
Okay. Yeah.
She didn't like that
Hard
idea.
pass. Look at that cat.
Nicole Malone, the Great Pumpkin.
That's good. And then and we mentioned them earlier, the Elizabethtown Tourism Bourbon's backyard.
Yeah,
Could
Elizabethtown.
use some bourbon right now.
That would probably warm us up a little bit.
That'd be good.
Little
All right. I think we're going to cut this off a little early, I think.
okay.
I think so.
Sounds
Right.
good to me.
Because if somebody's coming to the show, they're going to be here in just a few minutes.
Yep.
If not, then they probably will be coming tomorrow.
But do come tomorrow. Tickets at theericandjoeshow.com.
Mm-hmm.
And show starts at 5 o'clock.
Yeah. And don't wait. Go ahead and get those tickets. Because I think Sunday does pretty well on tickets,
Yes.
too.
Yes.
Now, I don't know what the ticket sales were up to, but before last night's tickets at the door and tonight, I think we were a little over 1,100.
That's awesome.
Which
That's incredible.
That's a big number. Show shirts. If you want to be fashionable, 2013 to 2021, Eric and Joe Show shirts are only $5. Some of those shirts, if you're an odd size,
Yep.
you could get a good deal.
Yep. You can get those shirts from the last year's shows, and people won't know what you're talking about with your shirt.
Yeah, I think I have, 1, 2, 3. I have 3.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
I think somewhere in my house, there's probably all of them. My family has them.
Yeah. The Troy T. Woods for President shirt fit at one point.
Well,
Maybe that should be my goal shirt.
You get back to it.
That is it. All right, on a scale of 1 to 10 being yuck and 10 being the best thing ever, how would you rate Little Debbie Christmas tree cakes? And if you put comments here on Facebook.
Yeah, how would you rate? Greg and I didn't see eye to eye on this.
Yeah.
I like them more than you.
But you put them at like a 6.
Yeah,
though.
a 6. I mean, well, because best thing ever. That's a big claim.
Okay. All right. So it's the grading scale that
Yeah.
threw you off.
Right. I mean, I do like a Christmas tree cake. Like
Right,
if
now
you.
I might go 3 or 4.
Yeah.
So we're not that far
Okay.
off.
All right. Yeah.
So, I mean, I could eat those. That's for sure. All right. Deuster's homemade ice cream. Speaking of the Christmas tree cakes.
Yes, they did that Eric and Joe show special ice cream. All their ice cream is just incredible, though.
Made Joe
Love it.
so mad when the national chain, the national ice cream company came out with the same thing.
I bet they copied them.
There you go. There's the saint.
Andrea Bennett.
Yeah.
That woman. She's so incredible to put up with Joe year round.
And to be the Thanksgiving turkey.
And she's a turkey. I
sure.
bet that's a warmer costume, though. Than the Cupid one for sure.
Able Media Videography and Photography. If you're getting married, Ashley is somebody you
Yes,
definitely want.
She does incredible wedding videos.
Do photos and video for your wedding. So, and also, as we mentioned a few minutes ago, you can find the Eric and Joe Show at a lot of different platforms there. So, the Eric and Joe Show, Take a Holiday, presented by Magnolia Bank. We are about 13 minutes from showtime.
From showtime.
So, we could sit out here for a long period of time in the cold, but we're not. I think we're going to wrap it up a little bit early tonight.
I think so.
All right, we appreciate you guys joining us. We'll be back tomorrow night for the show as well. I am Greg Milby,
I'm
Red
Megan
Carpet
Bennett.
host. She is Megan Bennett.
That's me.
Red Carpet host. Don't forget to get your tickets for tomorrow night for the Eric and Joe Show. Until then, have a great Saturday night, and
Stay
we will
warm.
see you tomorrow. Yeah, stay warm.